Welcome to Shanti Meditation online. Shanti
Добро
Meditation
пожаловать.
is a higher mindfulness practice.
Добро пожаловать на программу Шанти Медитации. Шанти Медитация – это программа высшей осознанности.
Not a single practice is a right fit for all.
Нет одной единственной практики, которая бы подошла всем.
Shanti Meditation-beginners program offers 10 personalized practices for a group.
Шанти Медитация для начинающих предлагает 10 персонализированных практик для групп.
And the goal is the same: to manage one's pain, achieve well-being, and discover inner peace and happiness.
Цель практики все та же, это помочь каждому участнику достичь внутреннего спокойствия, мира, счастья.
So every session consists of a brief talk on the principles and practices of meditation.
Каждый урок в серии занятий Шанти Медитации состоит из небольшого вступления, где описываются основные принципы Шанти Медитации.
And the talk follows the guided practice, sharing of experiences.
Затем следует практика под руководством Гуруджи, и затем мы обмениваемся впечатлениями и нашими ощущениями от практики.
Now, today's topic is check the mind if it is ready for meditation.
Сегодняшняя тема занятия – это проверка ума, насколько он готов к медитации.
Vyasa was a great master who was commentator of Patanjali Yoga Sutra.
Был такой мудрец Вьяса, который комментировал йога-сутры Патанджали.
He says that the mind lives in 5 subjective and objective states.
Он говорил, что ум существует в 5 субъективных и объективных состояниях.
First 3 subjective states makes us lazy, crazy, and reactive.
Первые 3 субъективные состояния делают нас сумасшедшими, ленивыми и заставляют нас реагировать на происходящее.
So out of the 5 states, the last 2 states are naturally focused and the state of emptiness.
И из 5 состояний 2 последних состояния нацелены на естественное состояние счастья.
So when the mind lives frequently in the first 3 states, we experience stress, anxiety, fatigue, anger, and the suffering.
И если наш ум постоянно пребывает в первых 3 состояниях, то мы испытываем усталость, стресс, боль и прочий негатив.
The subjective states, the first 3 subjective states changes rapidly in non-meditators.
Первые 3 состояния ума меняются очень быстро у тех, кто не занимается медитацией.
And it leads to distraction, delusion, and depression.
И это приводит к расстройствам, приводит к депрессиям.
So the Eastern wisdom says that the mind creates defects that causes the suffering.
И поэтому восточная мудрость утверждает, что ум создает препятствия, которые вызывают страдания.
So in one way we can define meditation to minimize the first three states in our life and increase the prevalence of the last two states.
И поэтому одно из определений медитации, которое мы можем сформулировать, медитация служит для того, чтобы минимизировать влияние первых трех состояний ума и увеличить влияние последних двух состояний ума.
So some of you whose mind lives in the first three subjective states, it is constantly in anxiety, in stress, in a wandering state. They find meditation is very difficult for them.
Итак, если те из вас, чей ум пребывает в первых трех состояниях, им достаточно сложно заниматься медитацией, и их ум и сознание постоянно испытывает стресс, усталость, злобу и прочие негативные эмоции.
So if those people ask a teacher, can I go into meditation within 5 minutes? Not at all possible for them.
И если такой человек спросит учителя, возможно ли мне погрузиться в медитацию в течение 5 минут, то ответ будет, это невозможно.
First, we have to get rid of the first three subjective states, then only the journey to the meditation starts.
Вначале нам необходимо избавиться от первых трех субъективных состояний ума, и только затем начинается путешествие в медитацию.
Now understand the quality versus the quantity in the mind.
И здесь важно понимать разницу между качеством и количеством.
Your mind has never done meditation. How is it possible to be into the meditative state in 5 minutes?
Если ум никогда ранее не испытывал состояние медитации, то как же возможно ему погрузиться в медитацию за 5 минут?
You will frustrate yourself. Never run after the instant meditation practices.
В попытке погрузиться в медитацию вы только будете расстраиваться и не достигать желаемой цели, не достигать медитативного состояния.
Buddha spent 7 years to succeed in mindfulness.
Будда провел 37 лет, прежде чем он смог достичь прогресса в медитации.
So we should understand that the quality of the mind defines the real mindfulness practice.
Поэтому мы должны осознать, что качество нашего сознания является решающим фактором в продвижении на пути медитации.
But it happens on any given day that your mind may absorb very deep into a meditative state because the first three states are not working at that time.
Но может такое случиться чисто случайно, что ваш ум спонтанно погрузится в состояние медитации только потому, что в данный конкретный промежуток времени первые три состояния сознания не будут столь активными.
But remember, meditation is not depending on the time space. If you succeed once, it is not a surety that you will succeed next time too.
Но помните, что медитация не зависит от таких факторов, как пространство и время. Поэтому если вы однажды преуспели в медитации, это не есть гарантией того, что вы преуспеете снова.
That is why regular practice with wisdom is required.
Поэтому регулярная практика вместе с приложением мудрости – это есть обязательное требование для успеха в медитации.
So today we will practice so-called the higher mindfulness or Shanti meditation with an understanding and checking if the mind today is ready for it.
Поэтому сегодня мы будем практиковать шанти-медитацию с проверкой того, насколько наш ум готов к процессу медитации.
Let us start the journey of Shanti meditation now.
Давайте начнем шанти-медитацию.
Sit or lie down, whatever is most comfortable to you. If you are lying down, uncross your legs and place your hands near the thighs on the floor or the bed. If you are sitting, cross your legs and put your hands on the knees facing up. Close your eyes gently. Now be comfortable. Being comfortable, looking at the neck joint, feel the sensation and become aware that is comfortable. If there is any discomfort, remove it and move further to the shoulder joints. Are you doing anything to the body? No. Are you looking at the joints of the body? Yes. So what happens when you look? You feel the sensation. Mind tells you that part of the body is comfortable or not. If it is not, make it comfortable and be there in that state. Look at the hip joints, feel the sensation and experience comfort. Look at the knee joints, feel the sensation and be comfortable. Look at the ankle joints, feel the sensation, comfortable. The entire body is comfortable now. Now be carefree. Thoughts are coming and going. Let it come and go. That is the meaning of being carefree and being casual, natural. Many followers or the teachers of the traditional Buddhism also explains the different subjective states of the mind through their eightfold noble path. So now the next step is to watch, observe, discover the subjective states of the mind that will help you to discover and find out if the mind today is ready for Shanti meditation. First thing, you are aware that you are comfortable, carefree, and casual. You're not doing anything. Second point, you're looking inside your head, waiting, watching, observing if anything is happening inside your head or in the body. So if you observe the thoughts are coming, going, many thoughts storm your mind, it complains, blames, reacts. That is a wandering state of the mind. We are not doing anything. We're just watching. It is something standing across a road, watching the traffic, and you see sometime the traffic jam happens, lot of thoughts. It's okay. You are aware of it. But discover that mind is the crazy mind. You are just looking, watching, observing, discovering the different subjective states of the mind. When we know the enemy, we can deal with the enemy better. Well, if you don't know it, how can you read it? Then, when you are comfortable, carefree, and casual, you experience a sense of forgetfulness. You, for a fraction of a second, you forget what are you doing, where are you now? Oh, and then you return back. That is the second subjective state of the mind. And that state of the mind occurs millions of times during the day. Third state of the mind is lazy mind. Suddenly you start feeling unconsciousness. You stop hearing my voice. You may start falling into half sleep. You see that point? Three states of the mind. Today, our topic is to check the mind if it is really ready for meditation. The beauty of the practice is that while checking, you go into the state of mindfulness. So it's not only checking, but it is a journey. It is something you are driving on a highway. You find one milestone and you say, okay, it's a wandering state. Second milestone, laziness, and you become aware again. Third milestone, you experience the forgetfulness and you return again. You see that? Why I said this? Even if you observe the wandering, the lazy, the crazy mind separate from you, you are already on the journey of mindfulness. What we start thinking, oh, my mind has a lot of thoughts I was trying to control. Did I say you to control? No. You're not controlling it. You're not controlling the traffic. You're not controlling the milestones. You're embarking a journey to the Shanti meditation or mindfulness. 90% of the people try to control the thoughts if they enter into their mind. But they are the milestones. They are different from you. Once you become aware, you always succeed in it. So as you are moving, if your mind is constantly, consciously aware of the goal, the purpose of meditation in the background of your mind, that is naturally focused mind, where the intention remains alive to discover peace and happiness. Just become aware. And sometime the thought comes, you have a brief interval of silence, of nothingness. That is the fifth state of the mind. So, did I succeed in meditation? 1% you succeeded because you discovered that there is an empty state of the mind different than the wandering state of the mind. When you will succeed? When that period of emptiness is extended. When that is extended, you're already in that state. How that is extended? By going deeper, leaving the first three states of the mind. See the point. Understand it clearly. And in order to move into the fourth and the fifth state of the mind, we start our journey with a 5-step of Shanti meditation. Before moving to the first step, allow the mind to naturally point to the intention. What? Let me discover peace and happiness within me. Within you. Wandering state is outside you. Laziness is outside you. Craziness is outside you. Let me discover peace and happiness within me. Now, the first step is dharana. We will understand all the 5 steps with reference to the 5 subjective states of the mind. Dharana means confining the territory of the mind. Become aware of the head and the neck and the space all around. When you are aware of the space all around, your mind is naturally prevented going out of the space. What goes out of the space? Wandering mind, lazy mind, crazy mind. See the point. Once you understand that awareness, through awareness, you always succeed. Look at the right arm in the space all around the right arm. Look at the left arm and the space all around the left arm. Are you doing anything? No. Look at the space all around the chest and the belly. Is there really a space? Yes. The space is always there? Yes. How many times we are aware of it during the day? Hardly. Now you are aware of that space all around your right leg. The space, right leg. Simple. So how do you know here is right leg? You feel the sensation. With a sensation, you experience the space. With an awareness of the space, you are naturally preventing the mind to be lazy, crazy, and reactive. The moment you move inside the home, close the door, you don't make an effort not to look at your neighbors, the streets, and the car. It happens. Look at the left leg and the space all around. Look at the space all around the body. So it means what? Two things. We are working on the mind and maintain our awareness that we are not doing anything. That helps us to feel and experience the wandering mind is still there, but too far. It is too far from you. You are there. First step is done. Second step is known as pratyahara. Naturally start living within. Instead of paying attention to the wandering, that is crazy mind, forgetfulness, and a lazy mind, you even leave the space all around your body. The moment you leave the space with awareness, these three states drops by itself because they are outside. So head in the neck, the space all around, and then you move your mind from the space to the skin of the head and the neck. So what is your experience? Sensation and the stillness. Look at the right arm, the space all around. The mind drops from the space onto the right arm only. Nothing outside is left. The mind and the right arm. Nothing in between. So when there is nothing in between, the mind starts living within. And you experience the sensation in the stillness. Left arm in the space. Now the space is gone. Mind in the left arm only. So what happens? Sensation in the stillness. It is such an easy method if you say it. At the same time, it is extremely powerful mindfulness practice. Look at the chest and the belly, space all around. Now, mind and the chest and the belly, the space is gone. Why? Because mind is not looking into the space. So, you experience the sensation and the stillness. Look at the right leg. Space and the sensation. Now, what you need to do to get out of the space? Nothing. The mind and the right leg becomes one. The moment it becomes one, the mind naturally drops deep down into naturally one-pointedness. And sensation and stillness, left leg, sensation and the stillness. How easy it is. At the same time, how powerful it is. Why it is powerful? Not because I'm giving you the practice. Because we follow the principles of Eastern wisdom that guides us how to discover the subjective reality, the real self that lies within us. The entire body, sensation and stillness. Third step is inner journey. So journey inside. Look inside the head and the neck. Just be there. So at this moment, the mind projects the darkness and the emptiness, because the old mind says there is nothing inside what to look. It is not the real darkness, but in that projected darkness, we experience the calmness and the quietness. Why? Almost we have minimized the frequency of the first three states of the mind. We experience the interval of that emptiness has increased, and the mind naturally becomes one-pointed. It becomes really interested what lies within me. Look inside the right arm, space, sensation. I have given that part of the practice. You experience the calmness and the quietness. Look inside the left arm. So when you look inside the left arm, the mind instantly projects the space. Why? It says there is nothing inside. You see, because you are aware. And if you are not aware, then what happens? Then you say, my mind is crazy. It is wandering. I'm still thinking. There is nothing to think inside. Come on. Look inside the chest. So when you look inside the chest, you are aware. You left behind the three states of the mind. They simply return again. But now the frequency of their return is less. If it is less, you are on a journey. If you experience that space with a sense of calmness and quietness, you are surely on the path. Look inside the right leg, just be there. Space sensation, calmness in the quietness is there. Look inside the left leg, the space there, calmness and quietness is there. Look inside the entire body. It doesn't mean you are not aware of the sensation in stillness. You are. It doesn't mean that you are not aware of the wandering mind. You are. But now your experience is that lazy mind is too far from you. Crazy mind is too far from you. Forgetfulness is too far from you. As if you have left all the three subjective states far behind. You see, that is the true essence of meditation. I gave you an example. You're driving on a highway. On each side you see a lot of trees. You don't stop. You don't cut the trees before you start your journey. You see the point? You're not concerned about wandering mind. Thank you. I've left you behind. I'm not concerned. I'm not interested. But then what happens? In this third stage of Shanti meditation, you experience as if you are leaving behind laziness, craziness, and the forgetfulness of the mind, the way you leave behind all the trees, the field, while driving on the highway. Don't you, when you drive on the highway, you see as if the trees are running behind you. You see that? They don't. Same thing happens. Exactly the same experience. Any thought, good, bad, high, low. You're leaving it behind. You feel that. You experience that. You enjoy that state. And when you enjoy that state, where comes the effort to control? Oh, you need not to control it. When it is already leaving you, I trust you have been doing meditation with me for years, and today's meditation should be a turning point in your life. Let us move to the fourth step. The fourth step is pratyak. Pratyak means inward moving mind. Same thing. The same metaphor fits here. You're driving on the highway, inward moving. The mind is on the highway inside. In a literal sense, in an intellectual explanation, we help the mind to continue to live within. It is only an intellectual statement. It is too far from the real experience. The mind is naturally living with it. And in order to be in that state, look at the breath. The breath goes in and comes out. So we qualify the breath. In the state of sensation, in the stillness, calmness, and quietness, first point of qualification, you are looking at the breath going in and out. Second point, you are feeling the sensation of the breath going in and out. Third point, you are not changing the rate and the rhythm of the breath. So when you are not changing the rate and the rhythm of the breath, when you are looking only at the breath that is going in and out, feeling the sensation. So what is the qualitative state of the fourth step? The qualitative state of the fourth step, that the mind naturally remains one-pointed on the three qualification of the breath awareness at the same time. Or you can say it is naturally focused inside because it still knows and remembers to discover inner peace and happiness. See the point? Everything is there as it is. What happened? You're driving on the highway, you left everything that causes you the trouble far behind. You did nothing to them. Come on. Let there be a turning point in the journey of mindfulness today. The inward awareness and attention continues naturally by the fourth state of the mind, in the state of calmness and quietness inside, in the state of sensation, relaxation in the stillness, also in the state of awareness of the space. Then comes the fifth step. Fifth step is bhavatita. Bhavatita means transcending. What is transcending? Mind. We transcend the mind through the mind. Even if the mind is extremely stressed, tense, anxious, by regular practice, with wisdom, with deeper understanding, that mountain of the stress becomes the mountain of a salt ready to conquer the ocean. And the moment that salt mountain drops into an ocean, where that mountain goes, it becomes an ocean. That is our fifth step. The moment the breath goes in, Drop the mind in the inner space. The moment the breath comes out, drop the mind in the outer space. That space is an ocean. It merges, you become nobody. Where the salt mountain goes when it tries to win the ocean, where it goes, that is an answer. And that answer is your experience now. If that is so, you are already in a higher mindfulness state. Why I say a higher mindfulness state? Lot of things. You understand the principles every week. You maintain your awareness on the different steps, aligning it with the principle. Why these principles helps you in case the mind creates an obstacle. Rather, these principles comes as an aid to deepen your mindfulness practice. There is no Buddha meditation, there is no Tantra meditation, there is no Shanti meditation. Meditation is all one. Approaches are different. So we give a label for the approach of meditation. That is required. The breath goes in, you are dropping, breath goes in, you drop. The mind in the space, the breath comes out. Continue the journey. Now the journey continues on cruise. You're not making any effort at all. The breath is natural, going and coming. And now we are doing nothing. Just doing nothing. You are there in that state of mindfulness. Understand, my friends. Understand, my friends. It is so natural. That is what you have understood, that why it is higher mindfulness. And let today's journey be a turning point in your life. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your awareness on the right hand, your awareness on the left hand. Bring your both the palms on your eyes. Open the eyes inside. Know your experiences. Bring the hands down. Let's share our experiences now. How are you, sir?
I'm good, sir. I'm good.
You are
Today
good?
I today I lied down.
It's
Most of the
okay.
times I do while sitting, but today I lied down and it was a good experience, sir. I was
Right.
just following what you were speaking. That's it. I was just there was very few moments when my concentration dropped. Otherwise, I was totally following what you were speaking.
Wonderful. That's a good experience. Let's share the experience, Denise, Kate. I think, who is she? I don't see the. So, how about your experiences? Yes, I always tell that please share your experiences even on YouTube. After the session, I always tell I open the YouTube also to see that if anybody is sharing their experiences. So people who are watching, they can share their experience. Or thank you, Guruji. Feeling calm and relaxed. Dennis writes, yes, you are progressing. Progressing. The time should come when you live in meditation. You're eating in meditation, walking in meditation, talking in meditation. That makes our experience. Thank you, Guruji. Kate writes, relaxing deeper. I fall asleep at the end of meditation. Lazy mind took over you. You see that? Today we discussed about it. So we continue the journey. We have to leave this lazy, crazy mind behind. So, any question? Sharing of your experiences, good, bad, high, low. That neither depends on you nor on me, but it depends on only one thing, on your mind. So, thank you very much. That is all. We'll meet next week again.